First experience ko po sa PGS ay napakahirap din pero masaya po kasi hindi po ganoon kadaling manalo. Kasi lahat naman po ng team marurunong. Pero gagawin po namin lahat ng makakaya namin para makabawi. Sa bawat laro po namin, talo man o panalo, may natututunan po kami, tas mas pinag-iigihan po namin ng pagpa-practice. Okay lang po na punayin yung mali at para mabago yung play style namin, ganun. Sa mga sumusuporta po sa amin, salamat po. Mas pag-iigihan pa po namin yung paglalaro namin. Hindi po kayo mabibigo.
Totoo naman yan. Mabuhay ka, Boy D, syempre. And you know, it's always nice to see new faces sa PGS and of course their aspirations as they are introduced to competitive gaming. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, we welcome you back here in the Pro Gaming Series 2017 Summer, powered by Bacchus Energy Drink. We're gonna be your shoutcasters for this game. I am Shimu with the 1 for an I and my partner Amplifier as we head on to the second game of the second matchup played between Imperium Pro Team versus ACA. So far, your thoughts on that previous game?
Nakita nga natin, it's actually quite convincing and I think, seeing yung message kanina ni Boy Dino, halata naman talaga na ACA has a lot to learn still kasi especially when you look at their history, as in sobrang bagong team lang talaga to. I think they only formed maybe last year or late 2 years ago. But a lot of the issues that they carried previously, bago maman sila pumasok sa PGS, dala pa rin nila There's still a lot of things that they have to fix as a team. But just like Boydie said, when you're in this league and you're facing a lot of the best teams in the country, there's really a lot that you can learn from them. So, yeah, IPT, no joke, syempre, veteran team na yan.
And yung victory na yan, that shoots them up to 6 points with a 5-4 win-lose ratio, whereas we still left with ACA as the number 18, 7 panidig sa win-lose with 2 points to boot. So, ayan, ladies and gentlemen, once again, before we head on to our game, we would like to remind you sa mga working summoners natin dyan, yung ating Summoner Shift event, magaganap po yan on July 1 sa G1 Gaming Cafe Guadalupe. Free starter codes, merchandises, and RP prizes for attendees. Ayan, kailangan nyo magdala ng employee ID pala. Talagang para yan sa mga working summoners natin. A little something to look forward to after, a whole week's work. Diba?
Yeah.
Of course, syempre, ladies and gentlemen, sa mga viewers din natin, we still have our match and win giveaway for you. May lalabas pong code during our game sa mga nanonood dyan. So, I would suggest, i-ready nyo na yung clients nyo. Open your clients, go to the store, I think it's on the account tab, then redeem para ready na kayo mag-type. And all you need to do is guess that missing character. On the
Paunahan yan.
On the code that will pop out. Ladies and gentlemen, and again, going back on Boy D, kanina, I believe sa akin, reflection yun talaga on the touches of Rumble on 7.12. But it cannot be denied then the way Imperium Pro Team played that one.
Like we said before, I mean, even though Rumble was changed during this patch, if anything, nerfed talaga during this patch, I feel like when you look at the previous composition of ACA, medyo problematic din siya kasi when you look at their team composition, they also don't really have something that can lock down Saya. And we all know how problematic that is, especially when Saya reaches level 6, may escape mechanism din siya in a way with her ult. So when you have champions like Ari and Kha'Zix, medyo kailangan talaga ng taga-engage dyan or taga-hold down, especially ng key targets kaya ni Light and ni Saya. I think Light had no deaths throughout that entire game, so it's quite visible talaga na kulang ng lockdown yung ACA during that previous fight. So hopefully they're able to secure that. But looking at the bans, Elise, Rakan, and Kled banned on the side of ACA. Meanwhile, Anivia, Gragas, and Jarvan banned on the side of IPT. So Gragas and Jarvan, nakita natin yan a lot earlier. We won't be seeing them now.
But look at that. We got Galio, landing into the hands of Suzaku. We've known na isa sa pinaka nag-pivot ng game na yon was on Suzaku's flank. On that lane. And his domination din na ginawa on the top lane. Tignan natin, we've known na in the international scene and for the meta, the hot pick right now is one of the hot pick right now would be the Galio.
Yeah, definitely. Or could also go to mid.
Pero malaking tanong, anong itemizations kaya gagawin?
Yeah, actually, true.
Suzaku after
kasi
the
point 12.
ng Torrents stack na nawala. Tingnan natin.
I wonder if it will still be useful. Kasi yun nga, madalas 2 or 3 Torrents ring yung kinukuha talaga ni Galio. So I wonder if that will change anything. But we'll have to see the response from IPT. Suzaku possibly on the Fiora.
Ay,
And
rather,
then the
sorry,
Zac.
Boydi pala. Sila Boydi pala nakakuha. Suzaku is on the Fiora. Okay,
Yeah.
nagka-swap na pala. Nagkapalitan na pala ng position dito.
So
mga
Suzaku
okay.
might secure this Fiora, which would be really big. Fiora is in an okay spot in solo queue, but for pro play, not so often picked, no?
Yeah.
We'll have to see if there's anything that Boydi can actually use to put up against this Fiora. But Suzaku is no joke on mechanical champions, like, for example, Renekton and Fiora. So we'll have to see what kind of matchup we'll have for the top lane.
Definitely not a joke. You gotta be denied na yung usapang top lane natin ngayon. Ang mga ano dyan, ang mga picks dyan would be the Gragas. There's also the Galio and Rumble. Pero among all duelists actually, nung nalaglag na si Camille, si Fiora ngayon yung nasa next instance. I'm really curious nga eh. We're like, we were talking about kanina Jax, about the updates of Jax.
Actually.
That seemed to be the case. Actually, the last Pinoy player I've known that played Jax effectively was JLC.
Yeah.
But this time it's different. Suzaku, interestingly, ACA would be able to pick up the cannon here.
So Kennen versus the Saya. And then gonna be Lee Sin versus the Zac. So we're still waiting for mid lane picks, but for the bans, Lulu, Caitlyn, and Varus both targeted onto Luxuria. Of course, Luxuria has always been a consistent AD carry, no matter what team he was in. We'll have to see Jace. Oh, interesting. Jace also being banned, which may be considered a... Well, I'm not sure why this Jace is being brought out, pero I wonder what lane. Possibly mid. So it might be...
I guess it's on mid.
It might be brought out to prevent mid lane counter pick. So we'll have to see actually kung ano yung nilalabas na ACA for their mid lane pick. Now for IPT, Light has a pretty deep champion pool, so they can actually leave that for last pick. But for Shadow, or rather for ano na bang titira? Support. So we'll have to see what support Shadow will get.
Support and support the mid.
Braum. Okay, fair enough.
Okay.
Since they also still need to tank, IPT already have enough tankiness on their team composition. Kog'Maw and Tahm Kench. So that's a pretty interesting pickup there, especially since Tahm Kench can also save the Kog'Maw from the possible engage from IPT.
Yeah, they're playing the flex here actually.
This is probably going to be a Galio mid. Oh wait,
no,
and then Kennen top.
Kennen, yeah.
Yeah, that's probably it.
Yeah.
And then this, Malzahar. So this is something we don't often see in... yeah, it's something we haven't seen.
Kasi may Braum tayo ngayon dito, no?
Yeah, this is something we haven't seen for quite a while, especially since Malzahar received the nerf. He was very popular on support, kung naalala nyo pa yun, pero medyo nawala siya. And then they changed him to be where he really belongs, which is really the mid lane.
That was 7.11.
Yeah.
Buff for the mid lane, Malzahar. Nerf for the Void Kings.
Support,
support Malzahar.
So
pero there's actually a little nerf on him. I don't think that should be enough.
Yeah, and point 12.
The mid lane on the point 12.
Just adjusting his late game damage, but he should still be very painful during the mid game. So now seeing these team compositions locked in, there is actually both team compositions seem pretty balanced. You have nice engage and disengage on both sides. But in terms of scaling, it may slightly lead towards ACA because of the Kog'Maw. Yeah, the thing is going to get very painful towards the late game. Pero medyo mahirap sabihin yun no? Kasi even though ACA has a Kog'Maw, Fiora is on IPT. And we also know that scales quite well toward the late game.
But Kennen against Fiora, I lean more on Kennen early on. That's one. It would take a lot of mechanical skills mula kay Suzaku kung paano siya sasabay dito sa Kennen kasi hindi lang kailangan ni Boydi. Mapag-kite lang dito. So again, and ladies and gentlemen, those are the faces of our players. Once again, I would like to remind you of the PGS Digital Fan Art Contest. All you need to do is submit a digital artwork that consists one player per team from the PGS. The prize pool for this one will be 9K RP. For more updates, check out esports.ph/PGS. For the second time around, ladies and gentlemen, Asian Arena versus Imperium Pro Team. And nalilito kasi, Suzaku and the JLC swap,
Ang daming roster change na naganap talaga.
I still remember Suzaku, like, kapag in-highlight ko Suzaku, it was on TME. Remember, this time, that's a very big swap between these two sister teams. But nonetheless, the big question here is, can ACA snag a victory against Imperium Pro Team?
Especially when you keep in mind that ACA is the bottom team right now in the PGS. They're also the newest. So that's really not such a big surprise. Sasabihin ko sana, sobrang swerte ng mga tao na may Galio skin na marami before the rework.
Yes.
Kasi sobrang ganda ng mga skin niya ngayon.
Sobrang ganda. Oo. Alam mo kung sinong wini-wish kong magkaroon ng rework? Jax.
Yeah. Actually,
kasi,
yeah.
napapansin ko lang yung ano niya, skill spells niya, luma.
Yeah.
Tsaka yung mga skins niya, may pagkaluma din.
Ang pangit niya.
He could use some
I will not sugarcoat ang pangit niya.
Pagandahin man lang yung lampara yung lamppost niya, yung pamalo niya. Ayan.
Actually, nga, ang dami potential ng visual rework kay Jax.
Yes, and he is actually a good champion lore-wise. You know, the idea of being very strong, you know, to the point na pinapartidahan mo yung sarili mo ng laban. Enough of that, of course, hindi naman Jax yung nasa Summoner's Rift natin. Rather, it's an Infernal Drake available. And the cute pog mo.
Yes.
And
still, sobrang weird pa rin talaga sa akin yung skin
sa akin din,
ako
fan ako ng mga pugs. Pero ito yung pug na hindi ko papatuloy. Alam ko yung pug maliit yung bibig para sa... Ay hindi, malaki naman.
Malaki siya, pero
pag nakasarap,
I don't know, for some reason, sobrang nakikreep out talaga ako sa pug na to.
Yes.
Which is not common, really.
Yes.
As in, ang daming fan ng pug as a breed ng aso, pero this is just wrong for some reason. Hindi ko talaga alam kung bakit. I can't put my finger on it, pero it's really weird.
And I do hope though, there is some struggle here, you know? Pulling out a Kog'Maw early game, facing Saya. You have to watch out for the crowd control na pwede manggaling mula sa deadly damage dito. And of course, receiving Oto's Winter Spite from Shadow.
Actually, pretty interesting din yung composition ng ACA kasi aside from having pretty good engage, syempre you have the Lee Sin, you have the Galio and the Kennen to move in and create a sort of wombo combo din of sorts with yung CC nila. Yung maganda din sa team composition nila is that they also have pretty good counter engage. So say for example IPT, nag-overcommit sila. The Kennen and the Tahm Kench can, and of course the Lee Sin as well with the ult, can also really prolong a team fight. And it's interesting that Light grabbed Malzahar even though Tahm Kench was already locked in. Kasi if the Malzahar tries to lock down the Kennen, with the Lee Sin, the Kennen, and the Tahm Kench all there, mahihirapan sila to lock down this Kog'Maw with the presence of Tahm Kench here. So I think if ACA can execute it correctly, there may be a chance na mahirapan talaga yung IPT to lock down Luxuria and therefore giving Luxuria a lot of time to deal damage. Especially during the late game.
Yeah. Though I'm really curious, was this because of the update on Malzahar as well? Na yung mga crowd control purging items items yung nakasulat dun sa patch. Na aalis na yung suppress ng Nethergas ni Malzahar. Pero ang gusto ko malaman is, does it work with Tahm Kench Devour?
Yeah, actually. Interesting din
kasi
yun.
ang nangyayari kasi, ladies and gentlemen, is, ayun nga, natatanggal nga yung suppress nung mga, like for example, Mercurial Scimitar, ganon.
Yeah.
Pero the damage still holds on.
Yeah.
As long as it is in range. So, I'm really curious, what is the background, same as you, of this Malzahar pick up after the Tahm Kench?
Pero, of course, the bottom line is it still always falls down to execution. Mid lane.
Look at that. So it's gonna be a different story na talaga. Echo would be rushing that corrupting potion. Pero usually when you go melee, like for example the Gates Nasus, you'd be picking up corrupting potion, then go back by 2 Doran's ring.
Yeah.
Pero yun nga, I'm not so sure about this.
Yeah.
Ano yung next item dito? Will it be like an Adins? Will it be Morelio Nomicon? Or, you know, Roa kagad, Catholics of Aeons?
Yeah.
We'll see. What are the adjustments, ladies and gentlemen, from the guys who usually have lots of rings in their fingers? You know?
That's also very true. First Dragon going to be Infernal and Lee Sin. Moving to bot lane. There is a Tribush Ward, so they will see this coming in.
Yes.
Moving back, actually, looking at the CS so far. Things still looking pretty good, but... Ooh!
Of course, there's the Q coming in mula kay Willis. Boy, he managed to land the crowd control from the passive, but not quite. There's also a passive available para sa Zac natin. 5 minutes into the game. There's some attempts, but no casualty.
Actually, curious nga din yung Kennen and Fiora matchup kasi I remember yun, pinag-usapan natin kanina sa pick and ban phase about how well each of the teams will scale into late game And theoretically, Kennen should do well by his being ranged. Pero at the same time, when you think about Fiora and Suzaku as a player, I can't help but give him the benefit of the doubt na feeling ko mas nakakatakot siya kay Boydie on this Kennen when it comes to the late game. But at the same time, mahirap din sabihin yun eh. It really depends on how these two will scale.
One thing's for sure, yung situation lagi kung saan pinanag-design si Fiora, huwag nyo payagan umabot sa punto na wala kayong pwedeng ipangtapat sa Fiora.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about.
Pag nag-split push na yan.
That's the scary part, actually. Kasi yung team ng IPT, they will have no problem pulling off a 1-4 composition na Fiora goes to one lane and the rest go to another lane. Kasi maganda rin yung disengage ng IPT. They have the Braum there and the Zac to protect Hate.
And yes, let's say, sige, edi ang ipatapat mo sa top lane, edi yung top lane din. And that means on a 4v4 composition, wala kayong Kennen. Diba?
Yeah.
Medyo malaking kawalan yun. Actually, you could see that the Braum has been debarred. Managed to connect the Q. Resonating strike did not quite hit the mark. Or rather, the damage to finish the kill.
But that's worth it. Now they burn the heal and the flash from Shadow. So two summoner spells down. And mid.
Here in the mid lane. Ultimate is taken in by Light. Sakto rin yung pagpasok dito ni Ivalis. Just the coordination. But of course, durability dito ni Eiko would prove enough for him to survive that gank.
So it's gonna be Doran's Dark Seal from Eiko coming back into the mid lane. Although, funny thing, kasi pagkabalik pa lang niya,
another de-engage was just this punch would stop the crowd control. Ivalis himself the hit from the tower. But of course, he cannot finish the kill from the passive. Maybe win some more!
Nice!
Of course.
Yeah. That's the perfect way to secure that kill. Just put the Q there.
Ihipan mo yung tubig.
Ganun lang yun eh. Pero well done there by Eiko to... Actually, that was the perfect way to handle that gank. Is to anticipate the knock-up so that the tower damage would hit and then go for the taunt and the Q. So, pretty well executed there by Eiko.
Yes. And they're really, it seems that nabasa ng, dapat may basa yung ACA dito. That IPT is aiming to snowball like here, you know, especially sending release for the most part in this main game.
And pa tong low life oh my! Ang dapit nun. Yeah, it looks like ACA's bot lane is really giving IPT a hard time right now.
Okay, there's a flash. Medyo masyadong late. Yung kick na pinakonect mo na yung resonating strikes, hindi na-deliver ka agad si Light dito. Papalapit kay Eiko, it would be a very, very nice combo. After the Dragon's Rage, Justice Punch, you know, plus the taunt.
Easy kill.
Napaka-action pack.
Actually, ang ganda panoorin
nun. Pang ano yun, big moments, kumbaga.
I think those are one of the times na you wish you did the kick flash instead of the flash kick.
But this is gonna be a different story and this is not good for ACA. This might work well for Suzaku, but look at that, lots of flashes. There's the burn. And completes the grand challenge, ladies and gents, and will allow Suzaku to sustain in the lane and stay and get this farm.
Yeah, slightly evens, no? Kasi with the CS lead that Boydie had right now, that was almost more or less considered a kill above Fiora because of the CS lead. But because of that gank, Suzaku kind of evens the playing field.
Indeed. And considering the situation na naman muli sa game na to, I would like to review lang yung bot lane. Alam natin yung inherent weakness ng Cosmo. Alam naman natin yun. Kaya nga tinatamkage na lang siya by default. Pero actually against the Braum, yun yung kinaganda ng Cosmo. Hindi mo na stand behind or na unbreakable yung ultimate. There is the taunt all in on to like 4 members.
Easy.
4 members.
Doon mo itatype enter. Easy. Enter. The joke lang. Medyo bastos yun.
They want to be sure kasi talaga. They want to be sure. I'm just curious, actually to complete that kill. Okay lang, 4 members, 4 members of the Light. I mean, considering Light, considering the capabilities of IPT, and they can naman
Never underestimate, underestimate.
So, tuwan tayo dito, ladies and gentlemen. And again, the early game of ACA.
Yes, looking good so far. It's just about translating it into objectives. That's really where they tend to lack.
Very nice. Ladder puts in the let's bounce in range. This might be awkward. This is way too deep sa kanilang base mismo. And they have to be careful kasi alam nila that the death timer on Light is now gone. So, they call it quits.
backing out there. Actually, I wanted to talk also about Saya and Braum in particular. I'm not really a bot lane player, but I wonder if Braum is a good support to put with Saya. I feel like it's not.
Oh,
I actually think it's... Oh, wait. There it is.
There it is. Ultimate in exchange for a third skill.
Yeah.
And
Sarap,
that's
diba?
the nice
Sarap
trait about the devour.
Yan yung masarap na feeling talaga eh.
Oo.
Mag-SS yung kalaban tapos devour mo lang.
Devour mo lang. May flash pa doon na.
Yes.
Ay, wala naman. May ano lang. Stand behind
oo.
ito.
Yeah.
Stand behind
But,
shadow dito.
the summoner spells are even now.
And alam nila na may lamang sila. No ult on Braum.
Actually, interesting nga din. Shadow actually went for Ignite. Oh!
Onto Boy D once again. So
no.
this is IPT's plan. They failed in the mid lane. They still have one asset in the top lane. It's a 2v1. I believe Eiko could escape this, pero I just realized if the Justice Punch is blocked, wala na siyang pantakas.
Yeah.
Indeed, it's actually 2 kills given to Suzaku. Wow. What's up?
Will he survive?
Yes, he will. Boom.
Yes, he will.
Yes, that face, that smile will still continue.
Nice.
Oh, nice one. Nice safeguard onto the Tam Catch. There's the teleport na manggagaling mula kay Boydie. Kailangan nga ba siya? It still completes it. And that would leave the top lane and the Rip Herald for IPT. I cannot help but think na malaking panalo to sa IPT.
Yes, that's actually pretty big because even though Kate went down, this is gonna be not just a tower exchange, but the Rift Herald makes it lean towards IPT.
And the solo gold is given onto Suzaku.
Yeah. That's really big.
Among all players ng IPT, ayaw mong tumaba talaga si Suzaku.
Ito yung pinaka-delikado.
Napaka-delikado. Okay na sana kung select man lang, di ba? Pero pag nag-split push na to, mahirap. Even for Boydie.
This is really not even kasi now the mid lane is also in danger because of the Rift Herald. No? So it's well played by IPT that instead of forcing to counter the bot lane, they just transferred everything over to top lane. You give Fiora the single gold, you get the Rift Herald, possibly, you're closer to a mid lane turret now. So things are looking pretty good. Even though IPT might look behind on the gold, you have to think about where is that gold going.
Yes.
And it's going to Fiora right now, who has a Ravenous Hydra and the Null Magic Mantle as well. So things may become sour for Kennen in this top lane.
So all he need is actually considering the optimizations here of ACA. Might build into Merc Threads. It won't be bad, especially if you're like fighting a Kennen.
Yeah, true.
Drop that crowd control and also fighting a Galio. And Page, at least get that movement speed bonus for the 1v1s. Pero tingnan natin.
Yeah, we'll have to see, no? Kasi this is kind of a gold race between Luxuria and Suzaku, no? Kasi sila talaga yung magbubuhat ng team nila.
Tsaka itong phase na to ng game kung saan na-push na yung Suzaku yung top lane outer turret. Ito pa lang naman, hindi pa ito yung phase na mag-split push siya. Ito yung phase na ang gagawin ni Suzaku dapat sumali sa laban.
Yeah. Oh, Luxuria. Okay, Devour out. That should be pretty...
And you have to be careful with the Devour din, kasi hindi ibig sabihin naka-Devour ka na nanalo kayo. Do they know that every time you devour an ADC in the late game, that means that ADC is not hitting?
Yes, that's also true.
So, wag masyadong umasa sa devour din.
Yeah.
Dapat positioning pa rin. Only when things go south and only when the enemy goes all in, the devour skill so well.
That's true. Now IPT pushing mostly at mid and Malzahar being the one to take top lane now, while the rest of the members try to defend mid. Next Drake gonna be Ocean, and now they're putting Galio against the Fiora here at bot. So medyo nagkalat na po ang mga players natin.
Matchup natin,
this might be a tower dive. Light has the passive up.
There is the ult, there's the stun, there's the crowd control, and there is the kick.
Yeah.
Everything for Light, at least nagbawas na.
Yeah.
hindi na for B1. Dalawang ult. Ano man sa?
Yeah, it doesn't look like this mid lane's going to push. But in terms of the gold so far, ACA still at least have a slight lead there. And it is mostly going to Kog'Maw. And there's going to be the TP burn from Suzaku.
1k gold lead in favor of...
Cancel.
Was cancelled though. At pumasok si... Avalis, I'm not so sure.
Yeah, trying to defend the turret. And... that's a kill.
And that's a problem. And that's a problem. Okay?
Kaya pala niya kinancel.
So, ibig sabihin din, Pati si Eiko, hindi
na kaya.
mapigilan si Suzaku.
He's itemizing to counter Light with the adoptive helm, but against AD from Saya and from Fiora, he won't be able to tank that. So it really has to be a balance now. Lee Sin will have to compensate, and yeah, he's actually building armor now. So they have to move as 5 or at least as 4. Na si Kennen yung nawawala. Okay lang kasi nawala si Kennen dun to at least split push and maybe regain some of the gold. But Galio and Lee Sin have to go together, so you have both armor and magic resist to fight the damage coming from IPT.
And you wouldn't do 1v1 with the Fiora. Let's see what happened.
Yeah, here's the kill. So canceling the TP because Ivalis was already there. He actually just moved in and he didn't even... Oh, okay. He actually activates the ult.
Wow, tower dive.
Oh, and he double used the Justice Punch.
Wow.
Okay.
That's Suzaku for you.
Yeah.
Classic contender for the #1 solo queue player in the Philippines.
Yeah, so easy turret there.
Of course, Justice Punch nga naman. Repost the Justice Punch.
Yeah. Tsaka sobrang readable din kasi na Justice Punch.
Oo.
It's very telegraphed.
Telegraph na skill ni Garena dito. Talagang
lahat ng ability niya actually. Sobrang telegraph talaga niya.
Mo.
Oh no, here's another one.
Oh my god.
And there's a rampaging Fiora at 16 minutes.
Yes.
So even though ACA has a, well actually, insignificant na nga yung gold din na yan because it's only like 200 gold.
Yes.
But even though there's a slight lead like that, if your Fiora's 401, more or less medyo insured na yung IPT when it comes to the sort of mid to late game stage. Now, ACA
has to solve this puzzle.
Yeah, they really do. And I think probably the best way to do that is to keep Kennen in the lane of Fiora instead of Galio because Galio is not itemizing. Actually, medyo nalilito na nga si Galio. He actually went Ninja Tabi just now. But he can't survive even with that Ninja Tabi. So they have to put Kennen in Fiora's lane and then go for the engages with the Lee Sin and Galio to feed Kog'Maw para makakatch up si Kog'Maw sa damage ni Suzaku because otherwise, they won't be able to kill any of the members of IPT.
And it's the same scenario. Battle of attrition ngayon. Ang habol dito ng IPT. Always forcing the bottom duo of ACA. Moraita Boy to devour.
Yeah.
Luxuria.
They really have to let Luxuria catch up to Suzaku. 18 minutes in and Barons spawning in 1:50. Next Drake is Ocean Drake. So that actually can go to anyone's hands. Luxuria.
Let's see.
8 getting low.
On. They continue for this fight, but dangerously low, of course. Finally, sinulit muna ni Moraita Boy ng mga damage dito si Luxuria. Look at him. He can only rely on his ultimate. Teleports, enters in, coming in from Boydi as well from Suzaku. Both canceled it. Do take note na wala si Light dito sa mid lane. Ngayon ko lang napansin, hindi talaga maganda kasi ang is na ipadala si Eiko against Luxuria. Meron akong isang suggestion but hold that on mamaya na yun.
Oh, no.
Grand challenge. Challenge dito. Si Nabla flash in and Suzaku's not backing out as long as he hits the vital spots. He gets the regeneration. He has the damage and he will dominate. Now hunting for this gatekeeper Galio.
It's really nice to see Fiora in the hands of someone like Suzaku. Ang ganda niyang panoorin yung pag-maneuver niya talaga.
Yes.
It really shows the duelist that Fiora is meant to be.
And ayun nga, isang recommendation natin. I'm not so sure ngayon kasi ano ngayon talagang mahirap na toy content para sa ACA. Pero nung kanina pwede pa mangontent. Isang recommendation would be have Boydi face Fiora. Alam natin naala na siya against Fiora. But that should be a nice bait. Enough at least for Eiko to gank with heroic entrance.
Yun yung sinasabi ko kanina, diba? That they need Eiko to be the one there instead of Boydi being the one with the rest of the team. Kasi at least with Eiko, you can create opportunities with the teleport and with the hero's entrance to gank with the Lee Sin and Luxuria to feed him. Kasi si Eiko, in maybe the 5 minutes that he was spending time with Suzaku, actually gave him 2 kills and now he's completely out of control.
Yes, and was the stun. Ayun, finally. Nag-connect yung stun. But still, man, the movement speed from the page. 7-0-1 on Suzaku. And mentioning that, isang basa kasi dito yata ng ACA is that ipadala si Eiko kay Suzaku so that si Eiko yung mag-heroic entrance dun sa 4v4 match.
Pwede.
The problem there is that ang pinakamalaki talagang parte ng IPT's comp ngayon, ng win condition ng IPT ngayon, has Suzaku's name all over it.
Yeah.
Okay? Kanina, 6 kills yung IPT, ay rather 5 kills yung IPT. 4 no na kay Suzaku. Look at that. This is just, you know, the Fiora game.
Yeah.
Right now, League of Fiora.
It is the Fiora game, and at this point, wala pang makakapatay sa kanya because Luxuria only has the Blade of the Ruined King. So even though, let's say it's a 3v1 and Luxuria is the damage dealer, I think Suzaku will still be able to get out of that alive, if not get a couple of kills. So it's pretty scary right now. ACA needs to slow the game down to give Boydie and Luxuria enough time to catch up in terms of itemization to Suzaku, because with Suzaku at 7-0-1, he's really accelerated the game to put him in a mid-game phase where he can just duel anyone without fear. So they need to slow it down.
Naka-Luxuria ulit.
Yeah, actually, actually, it is again. And again, Suzaku.
Kasi, medyo pwedeng maging secondary tank si Eiko.
Yeah.
Moraita Boy would be the guardian of Luxuria as always. Pero, ayun, if there is one thing I know, hindi ganun kadali na makapasok by design yung composition ng IPT kay Luxuria.
Yeah. That's true.
Well, there is Ibalis, pero hindi siya yung ganung kalamang. So, at least that one, mistake mo lang kay Suzaku on lobbying in front of Luxuria so that Luxuria could get the free hit. Pero, we'll see. Right now, this is a tight spot for ACA overall.
They really need to slow it down, no? And it's kind of crazy kasi Suzaku, even in the previous game on Renekton, ganito rin yung performance niya. It's just that when you compare Renekton and a Fiora, in terms of scaling, Fiora is much scarier. So it makes it even worse that Suzaku is performing this well during this game.
Yeah. Right now, 2 core items completed. Yung nai-imagine natin scene naman. Completed na yung Ravenous Hydra plus the Black Cleaver. Buti nga na-nerf na yung Black Cleaver kahit punti. Ayan. So, let's see what will be the next item here.
Yeah, now Suzaku. This is the ideal arrangement kasi Boydie is the one clearing the wave to prevent Suzaku from getting the turret. But at this point, I think Suzaku can still kill Boydie under turret, so he has to be very careful. At least now, Lee Sin and Eiko are moving together. I think that's the better arrangement, which they should have had since Suzaku started split pushing. But Baron is now contested objective as Ivalis is putting down vision.
Try to recall what item builds from plot armor plus longsword. Is it Sterax or...
yeah, actually.
Or...
might be.
Kasi that is me with this kind of lead.
Full offense.
Ganong playstyle, maybe Guardian Angel?
Yeah, true. Actually, with Guardian Angel,
Dance,
be unstoppable.
Kasi kapag naka-Guardian Angel ka, it's a clear message na kailangan dalawa ipadala talaga sa'yo. That's one.
That's very true. And now Baron, top pushing really in favor of Suzaku right now, so no one willing to face him so far. Where is Boydie? Okay, he's actually moving over to the top lane right now, and Dragon also spawning soon. Light, really not present so far, but that's because they actually haven't even needed him. Ginagamit lang actually siya pang wave clear just to keep the waves pushed, and now all waves are pushing in IPT's favor. Oh no, Boydie.
Nag-challenge. Hindi kailangan ipa-connect yung Elastic Sling dito. Ivalis, but rather the Sonic Wave Resonating Strike did connect, but still the kick is not completed, and Suzaku is just skewering through the members of ACA under turret. This might be it for him. Oh no, not quite. Still out of turret range, as all members of ACA was forced to be sent here in the top lane. You know, in the span of 5 seconds, lahat sila nandito sa top lane. Minus Eiko and minus Light, ladies and gents, but at the end of the day, it's still Suzaku standing along with IPT.
He's a one-man army right now.
Yeah.
And top lane inhibitor turret already being threatened 24 minutes in. It's a 6,000 gold lead as ACA continues to struggle. And yikes. Actually, now that I think about it, I don't know if locking in Cannon and Kog'Maw in the same composition was such a good idea.
Yes.
Because you have to wait for both of them who are so gold reliant to be able to scale.
I would even, yun nga eh. And I would even reconsider having Jax.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't know naman na hindi ganyan ka-popular si Jax. Pero talaga, napaka-promising nung buff sa kanya. Added range and empower at least. Lalo pa kung may tumataka sa'yo, di ba? One of the few heroes kasi para yung sino ba yung mga bruisers ng top lane mo, diba? You got Renekton, you got Jax, you got Fiora, you got Camille. ACA, with the Baron.
Starting Baron.
There's no Fiora. Let's see kung gaano ka-rewarding ang pagkawala ni Fiora sa laban. Can ACA complete this one?
Yeah, no one can move in. It's only Ivalice. And he's quite near. He's going for the steal.
Let's see, did not get the steal. Rather, nakakuha would be Boydie. The fight would break out this time without Suzaku on this one. It's still a 4v5, making it a 5v4. As you can see here that IPT is trying to advance, tries to buy time for Suzaku because he has teleport. This might be the cleanup that they're looking for, which is the first kill. Gonna be forcing and looking and setting his eyes under the bug. Now onto Zainabla as they chase down Boydie as well. There's the Devour. Iluhaan mo yan! Sabi ni Suzaku, mga kaibigan, and instantly after the teleport, that is the strategy. Believe in Suzaku, a triple kill for this Fiora. Almost an ace.
And just like that, kinain niya yung Baron buff. Parang pin-prepare ng ACA yung meal na Baron buff. Tapos kinain lang ni Suzaku. So, clearly, even with Suzaku not being there, kaya pa rin ng IPT, no, na 4v5. They actually could, maybe they couldn't contest the Baron, but that was only because Ivalice didn't steal it in time.
Yeah.
Actually, sobrang konti na lang because we saw Kennen was actually the one who secured the Baron, not Lee Sin.
And lumabas na rin yung match and win code na full party misfortune.
I hope you guys got that.
Hindi ko sure kung may lumabas na full party Fiora sa mga pinamigay natin. Meron. Dito bagay eh. Pinakabahay sa game.
Actually.
Sa game na ito mga kaibigan. I don't know, I mean, 12-1-3. And
yeah, let's take a look at the replay. So,
they're just fighting.
Sige, panoorin na natin because there's not much I need to say, right? Like, Suzaku is very fed, and so being fed, Suzaku decided, I think I want to eat them all.
Yeah.
And it happened.
They should have read na yung ginagawa ng IPT na bakit tumalapit tong tatlong to sa ating apat. They just backed talaga for Suzaku. But let's see another teleport in. Coming in.
And Guardian Angel on Suzaku.
There's the Guardian Angel completed. Ladies and gentlemen, there's gonna be Echo in the front line. Let's see, take note that Luxuria has the free hit on this one. But would that be enough? And now, Moraita Boy nawala na ang ikalawang front line. The Wall Maria has gone down, ladies and gents. Allowed for a double kill dito for Hate. And yeah, take note, ito na yung game. Kung ano man yung kinabihan nung teammates ni Suzaku dito, bumawi na. Hate has double kill, 3-2-5. Indeed, this might be it as IPT is knocking on the second door of ACA.
Sobrang weird tignan na katigas-tigas na champion ni Galio, nagme-melt lang siya kapag nandiyan si Suzaku. Clearly, way too fed. And even if they're able to secure a kill onto Suzaku, he has the Guardian Angel.
Of course, the Flash ultimate that can come in from the Malzahar. Ang una pang nahuli doon is of course the Kog'Maw. Kahit pa may dalawang Nexus Turret dito, di ka papalagpasin. Mga damage dealers na yan. And I think that might be it. This is a 4v5. Still do take note. Suzaku's taking 30 hits. He may aim to focus this tower. Medyo nagkakagulo tayo dito mga kaibigan. But that Nexus Turret, that irritating Nexus Turret is gone. And Suzaku's still willing to take this fight. He is willing to pop his Guardian Angel. Willing to take this fight. The fight goes on. The fight continues. Along with Echo goes for the re-engage. Stop all of this! Mag-Nexus na tayo, and it is IPT 2-0 on the second matchup.
And there it is, a 2-0 from IPT. Catching up to their sister team, TME. You know, they're really catching up, and it seems like these two teams will probably be fighting each other. Actually, the sister teams will probably be facing off in the playoffs.
Yun nga. Kasi if I'm not mistaken, natitira na lamang para sa TME would be TNC and Jenski. So nakalaban na rin nila yung IPT dressing partners that the Imperium Pro Team Gaming House would go home with 4 victories tonight, no?
That's a wonderful feeling, I'm sure, especially for the coach and everything. Really well done from both teams today. You know, really really good performance.
So reviewing that game.
Yeah, I mean, ACA again, they are the biggest underdogs of this entire league. You know, very new team, very new players. A lot of them still have a lot to learn. Pero for this game specifically, yun, gaya na sinabi ko kanina, I don't know if grabbing Kennen and Kog'Maw together in the same composition was the best idea, especially when you see that in that same team, Lee Sin and Galio are there. Kasi I feel like there's a wasted potential there. Galio and Lee Sin, they have really good early to mid-game engage, especially with the hero stance. Lee Sin's very good during the early game. So maybe it would have been better. Yes, you could put Luxuria on the Kog'Maw, but I think you should have gotten a much better top laner, someone who could duel and support the aggression that Galio and Lee Sin bring.
Yes.
Kasi sobrang bagal ng scaling nila this game.
Ito medyo funny pick nga lang eh. Even a Swain wouldn't be bad, you know, for the front line. If you have like the Kog'Maw in the back line, who's my Tampage, who's my Swain ka.
Yeah.
But of course, that is like 2 seasons ago.
Yeah.
I just want to reiterate, okay sana yung start dito ng ACA.
Yeah.
Out of the three lanes, bot lane and mid lane, undeniably, worked out in favor was Wonder by ACA. It was in the top lane. At yung plinano nila sa top lane was the cheese pick to bait out na isipin nung IPT na magkaroon ng cannon bot lane, something like that. But of course, deliver the cannon in the top lane. And yeah, give Fiora a hard time.
Yeah.
That should work. But if that doesn't work, it would not work in a very, very bad way.
Yeah.
Okay, at ang ginawa din dito, props to Iblis, hindi gumana yung bigay, hindi maganda yung bigayan sa bot lane, mid lane. Went for the top lane.
Yeah.
They keep on capping that.
Snowballed.
Snowballed
Out of control.
And that is understanding the composition ng ACA. And as you mentioned nga, that would make you think twice of the cannon pick na. Kasi parang walang plan B. Plan A is, mahirapan mo si Fiora sa early game. Pero paano kung hindi?
Paano kung nag-snowball siya?
Oo, sino yung pang ano natin? Yung pantapat natin. And we feel like yung composition doon ng ACA, pwede pa siya ma-adjust to accommodate that plan B. To accommodate that plan B. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. This time, and last match na natin ngayong gabi and for this week at the PGS. We have been your shoutcasters for this game. Once again, I am Shinbu with the 1-4, and I and my partner here is Amplifier. That is the second match concluded. Biggest congratulations for IPT here at the Pro Gaming Series Summer 2017, powered by Bacchus Energy Drink. Just stay right there and we'll be right back. And Suzaku is just skewering through the members of ACA under turn. This might be it for him. Oh no, not quite. Still out of third range as all members of ACA was forced to be sent here in the top lane. You know, in the span of 5 seconds, lahat sila nandito sa top lane. Minus Echo and minus Light. Ladies and gents, but at the end of the day, and did not get the steal. Rather, nakakuha would be Boydie. The fight would break out this time without Suzaku on this one. It's still a 4v5 into the 5v4. As you can see here that IPT is trying to advance to the which is the first kill. Gonna be forcing and looking and setting his eyes under the bug. Now onto Zainabla as they chase down Boydie as well. There's the devour. Iluwaan mo yan! Sabi ni Suzaku. Mga kaibigan, and instantly after the teleport coming in.
And Guardian Angel of
Suzaku. There's the Guardian Angel completed. Ladies and gentlemen, just gonna be Echo in the front line. Let's see, take note that Luxuria has the free hit on this one. But would that be enough? Ito na po, right na po, nawala na ang ikalawang front line. The Wall Maria has gone down, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, the flash ultimate that can come in from the Malzahar. Ang una pang nahuli doon is of course the Kog'Maw. Kahit pa may dalawang next turn, dito di ka papalagpasin. Mga damage dealers na yan. And I think that might be it. This is a 4v5. Still do take note. Suzaku's taking 30 hits. He may aim to focus this tower. Medyo nagkakagulo tayo dito mga kaibigan. But that next turn, that remaining next turn is gone. And Suzaku's still willing to take this fight. He is willing to pop his Guardian Angel. Willing to take this fight. The fight goes on. The fight continues. Along with Echo goes for the re-engage. Stop all of this! Mag-Nexus na tayo, and it is IPT 2-0 on the second match.